Hello, everyone. How's it going? Sorry, I am so late getting started. These shows, um, I'm usually up by 6, 5, in the morning, and I get everything done. But things have been different the last few weeks. I've noticed for me waking up, staying up later. So the show times are a little different in the morning. So I apologize for that, for not being here at 7 like I used to be. But just so you guys know, if I'm not here at 7, I'll usually show up eventually. Hey, Shelly. Julie, Debbie, Shelly, I can see you now. It's nice. Julie, Debbie, Jonah, Shelly, Karsten. Hello, you 5 crazy people up watching this crazy show. Boy, oh boy, Jimmy Rant. I almost called him Jimmy Rant. Jimmy Dore did a rant yesterday with Duncan Trussell. And I'm telling you, man, I've ranted before and I've screamed. But man, I think he may have beat me on the intensity and the duration of the rant. Bro, he went off for so long, screaming at the top of his lungs. And I was so proud, man. I was like, man, it's hard to listen to someone when they're screaming. It really is, man. It's hard to pay attention. But man, when you start listening to what he's saying, man, every single thing, he fucking makes sense. Every single word makes total sense. Hey, Kirsten, I'm sorry. I am feeling better. No more headaches. I'm not feeling sick. I'm a little, just kind of like, tired, I guess, from it, you could say. From yesterday, it was pretty traumatic. But I'm okay. I'm drinking my coffee. Good morning, David T. Karsten C. Dude. The fuck was that? What the fuck? How the fuck can a plane fly by that fast? That must be low as fuck and hauling the fuck ass. I haven't heard about Netflix Gate, another rabbit hole. Patrick John Welder. You haven't heard of cancel Netflix, John? Patrick, I'm sorry. Patrick, you haven't heard of Netflix Gate? No, it's not a rabbit hole. There's no rabbit hole to go down at all. Netflix put up some child pornography, and people like me and people like you hopefully are fucking angry about it, and we're speaking out against it. We're all canceling our Netflix memberships, and we're speaking out on social media, and we're trying to get as many people to thumbs down the Young Turks that support that Netflix series, that Netflix show, and to tell people out there that they should cancel their Netflix subscriptions. Hey, John, Phil, Kenny, Alper, Bendost. What a beard, man. How long does it take to grow a beard like that? About 4 years. It's about 4 dedicated years, man, roughly, I'm thinking. Maybe 4 years or so. Needs a good brushing from time to time. No, not. In fact, they exploit children in a sexual way. Yeah, right? It's not a rabbit hole. There's no rabbit hole to go. Just watch the show and you'll see. You don't even have to watch the show. Watch the promos for it. I won't watch the show. Fuck that shit. I cancel my Netflix so I don't have to see it ever again. You know? I just watched their video. TYT's video. Bullshit. Evan, right? Still love you. Nasty little Nay says unexplainable. Well, why wouldn't you fucking love me? Holy shit, I didn't know this. That's so fucked up. Patrick, you didn't know about this? Oh, welcome to Nay's Garden, bro, where you get your hopefully you'll get your news updates. Want to become no, I want to just block you from my live stream. Block. Suck my cock. Block, suck my cock. I said block, suck my cock. What? Oh, I love it. I literally just said block, suck my cock. Netflix is junk, right? We should call it, instead of Netflix, we should call it Pedflix. Let's start that. Let's trend that. Pedflix. Hashtag Pedflix instead of Netflix. I'm going to put that on Twitter right now. We'll get it trending. I don't ever get anything trending. It's just, I like to put it up there anyway. Just so I can say I started that shit. Trend it, Twitter. I typed the word trend and automatically hit the Y at the end of trendy. Isn't that funny? Fuck Pedaflix. Close enough. Pedflix. P-E-D. Like net. 3 letters. Net. Ped. You guys got to stay on. You guys got to get on the same page as me. When I write a hashtag, Kirsten, you don't write a new hashtag. You write my hashtag. You know, that's how hashtags work. If I write a hashtag and then you write a different hashtag, there's no focus. There's no direction. You took what I said, you kind of played telephone with it, and then you shat it out on the internet and you ruined the message. It's not fuck pedaflix. It's hashtag pedflix. Yes, hashtag pedflix. I made it up. My Twitter thing, I came up with it. It was my idea. I understand that my idea inspired your idea to copy mine and kind of befuddle it a little bit. But you should get back with us on the Pedflix. That's it. It's Pedflix. It's not fuck pedaflix. It's Pedflix. And that's how hashtags work, by repeating the hashtag and not trying to make up your own spin on it. Dude, if that gets picked up, I fucking won't believe it. You guys go hashtag that all over Twitter. If you're going to put something up there, put it on Twitter. And Twitter's where you get it going. And see if you can get it going. I would laugh my ass off. So far, according to this, no one has liked my tweet. But that's okay. I'm sure it's going to get a few likes. You like the Pedflix? I do too. I think it's a good one. Pedflix, I think, is going to go. I think we're going to get that one going. Pedflix. Cancel Pedflix. I like it, man. It's snappy. It only took me 3 seconds to come up with it. And let me tell you, that's why people are going to like it. Because they're like, oh, I should have thought of that. That's good. I should have thought of that. Pedflix. It's a good one. Oh, and by the way, I hit 3,000 subscribers on Twitter. No, hippie chick, not Petoflix. It's not Netoflix. It's Netflix. So we're making it Pedflix, okay? Okay? Once again, somebody's trying to make up their own movement. You're trying to start your own movement? You're trying to already splinter off from my movement that only started 2 minutes ago? Really, ladies? What is going on with you today? Why is it so hard to keep you ladies on? It's Pedflix. P-E-D for pedophilia, okay? It makes total sense. Everyone will get it. Thank you, Carson. Carson's going crazy out there. Oh, you guys are already liking my stuff. You're a fan. Where can I get one of your hoodies? From the store at naysgarden.com. It's naysgarden.com right there. Cancel Pedflix. Close, hippie. It's just Pedflix. It's cancel. Hippie chick, listen to me. Stop writing your own shit and get on board with us, okay? This is how hashtags work. When we come up with a hashtag, you repeat the hashtag. You don't just start making your own words up and your own phrases and things. That doesn't help. What gets the attention there is when people get on board with the same hashtag. So when I come up with the hashtag Pedflix, then you repeat it with hashtag Pedflix and you put it up on Twitter. You don't start writing your own words and coming up with your own, spin on it, because that just kills the idea. It muddies the water, and it completely takes the punch out of the power out of the punch, I should say. Right? It's hashtag Pedflix, hashtag cancel Netflix. Right? And you got to put the hashtag. It's all one word. That's how these things work, guys. Got it? Okay, good. I thought you understood all that, man. I feel like I'm wasting my breath telling you this stuff. But I want you guys to get on Twitter and tweet the hashtag. Come up with something witty and put hashtag Pedflix. Come up with your own tweet idea and put the hashtag Pedflix at the end of it. Say, hey, I think Netflix is a bunch of fucking pedophiles. Hashtag Pedflix. Hey, I think Nay's Garden fucking nailed TYT to the fucking wall over what's going on with cancel Netflix. Hashtag Pedflix. Write a tweet, everybody. Write your own tweet, okay? I want you all to do it right now. I want all of you to go on your Twitter and write a tweet that makes sense, and then at the end of it, put hashtag Pedflix. You can even put at Nay's Garden so I see it. I'm going to delete anyone on my friends list that doesn't cancel Pedflix. John Combs, way to go, brother. Way to go. Do you know that most of the people on my Twitter agree with me that they should cancel Netflix? I see it everywhere. A lot of people agree. Yep, just to show pricks like you, I got way more cash. Cry on. Thanks, Karsten. I love that tweet. That was a good tweet. That was a good tweet. It's not fun to throw your finances in someone's face. It never is. But it's certainly a lot easier when someone's talking shit about your finances. It makes it a lot easier to do it. And you're going to fucking come down on me because I promoted a tweet on Twitter. I'm going to tell you, oh yeah, I do that because I can afford it. And you can't. Fuck you. You're going to come at me because I got more money than you? Well, I'm going to throw it right back in your fucking face. Keep your fat fucking mouth shut. I don't have to throw my fucking wallet around and dick slap you with my fucking wallet. But if you're going to open up your fat fucking mouth because you see me promoting a tweet on Twitter, oh boy, man, you kicked the wrong ant pile this time. Because once I come at you, once you fucking come at me and I come back at you, all of a sudden you shut up. Oh, you don't like the fact that I'm fucking rolling in cash and I can fucking throw it in your face on Twitter and nobody else is backing you up? Where'd you go, buddy? I've done this to like 4 or 5 people that have come at me about the fact that I promote tweets. And my response is, because I can afford it. Because I made a lot of money and I spend my money on fucking tweets. You got a problem with that? Some people do. But you know what? I just love rubbing their noses in it. If you're going to attack me for doing it, oh, then that gives me license. That gives me license to brag. Fuck you. You want to hear me brag? Attack me for my finances. I'll brag all over your ass. Cuties is the reason why everyone should cancel Netflix. It's disgusting and more than wrong. Nay's Garden nailed it. TYT against the wall. Hashtag Pedflix. Oh, this one's getting retweeted. And guess what? It's Jonah's is getting retweeted at the Young Turks. At Jank. At Anna. Anakaz. I'm not blocked from her yet either. At John Iadarola. At Emma Vigeland. Emma V. Who might have blocked me. Let's see. Dude, I think Emma Vigeland may have blocked me, and if that's true, I am so fucking proud of it. Dude, think Emma Vigilant blocked me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, she blocked me over the fucking pedophile thing. Dude, wait, I've got to just verify this. I can't find her on Twitter right now. Just give me a second. Before I brag about it, hold on. You understand that blocking is the ultimate compliment that a blue check can give a regular guy. Because when you've been blocked, it means they read what you said, it got under their skin, and they had to fucking press block on your account. You actually got to them. And motherfucker, if I got this bitch, I'm going to be so fucking proud of that. Let me just see if I can find her. Hold on 1 second. Emma Vigilant. Search for Emma Vigilant. Emma Vigilant on TY. She blocked me! Oh my God, her name is coming up black. Oh my God, that makes me so fucking insanely. Do you know that I unfollowed her? I unfollowed her like 2 days ago, and now she's blocked me. I fucking love it. Dude, I can't find her on Twitter. How do you spell her name? It's E-M-M-A, right? Dude, I couldn't be more fucking proud. Wow. Wow. Yes, Emma Vigilant blocked me on Twitter. I couldn't be more proud. I am so happy. Emma Vigilant has blocked me on Twitter for calling her and TYT out on cancel Netflix, and I couldn't be more proud. Hashtag Pedflix. That's good. And I'm going to tweet it out myself. At Nays Garden. Dude, I'm so proud of that. Dude, I am so proud of the fact that it wasn't just anyone blocking me on Twitter. It was fucking Emma Vigilant from the Young Turks. And I couldn't be more proud. I couldn't be more happy. She heard me. She saw my tweet. It got her so riled up that she fucking blocked me on Twitter. I swear, I'm more happy about getting blocked by Emma Vigilant than I am from getting followed from anyone else. It's like, yeah, I understand when you follow me, you're following me back. You might not be reading my stuff. When you block me, you've read me. And you got pissed off, and you heard my you heard my opinion. And that's it. I know that Emma Vigilant heard my opinion. I know that she knows that there's people out there like me with 3,000 followers on Twitter, and that's nothing to sneeze at, that are all listening to me say that they're supporting Pedflix. That's all. Oh yeah, I made a big old fucking dent. And you know what? Have you guys seen what's been going on over there on YouTube on the thumbs ups, thumbs down? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're fucking getting beat down on that video. So, go give it a thumbs down if you haven't done that yet. And I just got to tell you, I am just so, I'm so proud of the work that I do on Twitter, man. I'm so proud that I made such a splash that Emma Vigilant actually blocked me. You understand, I unfollowed her a couple days ago. I got so sick of her talking about sports. She's such a fucking loser. Yeah, and that is her whole life, is watching men run back and forth on a goddamn basketball court. That's her fucking life. And I'm like, oh my God, I've had several girlfriends that were into basketball and shit like that. I understand it, but at the same time, once they get with me, they totally stop watching sports. And it's not that I won't watch them in the house. It's that they realize what a waste of fucking their life, what a waste of their time it is when they see that there's a man that doesn't watch sports. I have a hell of an influence on women when they see that. And they're like, yeah, what am I doing? Why am I watching that? I mean, why are you watching it? Seriously, why? Why are you wasting your fucking time with that? What is it that's so entertaining about men running back and forth with a ball? Why does that entertain you so much? You got to get into the depth of it and really ask yourself, be honest with yourself, and what is it that you're really focusing on there? What is it? If those men were not so physically fit, if they weren't so big, if they weren't so attractive, if they weren't so cool, let's say there were a bunch of guys that looked like more like, Homer Simpson running back and forth on that basketball court. Would you be interested in basketball then? Let's say, Emma, do you watch basketball when it's Special Olympics? Do you watch Special Olympics basketball? Do you watch ladies basketball, Emma? Are you a fan of? Are you guys starting to get it? Oh, you don't watch the WNBA? You don't watch women's basketball? Is that? I don't know what it's called. Sorry about that. I don't watch it either. I don't watch any fucking sports. Don't try to say I'm a fucking sexist because I don't know what the goddamn women's basketball league is called. Okay, I don't watch any of that shit. Why? Because it's a fucking gigantic waste of your time. Do you know how they used to entertain people back in Rome? They would gather you into a giant arena, and they would take Christians, they would put them in the arena, and then they would release lions on them, and you would get to sit there and watch lions eat people to death. We haven't gone much further than that. We're still gathering around to watch an event to waste your fucking time so you're not looking at what's really going on in the world. It's a great distraction. Anyhow, such a compliment to be blocked by somebody who is a fucking pedophile pushing cunt like Emma Vigeland. Anybody who would get on the internet and say that Netflix has done no wrong is a fucking pedophile supporting cunt. And I don't want to have anything to do with a cunt like Emma Vigeland. And I'm just so fucking proud of the fact that she heard what I said and she fucking blocked me after I unfollowed her. I must say, I'm proud of the fact that I thought to unfollow her. I unfollowed all the Young Turks. Kyle Kalinske blocked you? What? What? Are you sure? Hippie, I need the whole story. I need the whole fucking story. I need proof. I need proof that Kyle Kalinske really fucking blocked you. Oh my God. Dude, you fucking tell me what you said. Sports ball pisses me off too. It's basically a program for dyslexic bullies to become wealthy. Belay. Oh, hey, Billy. What's up, buddy? That's weird. Moment. I lost a moment there. MFKZ. His name didn't come up. Nothing unusual that I can think of. His name didn't come up. Let me see. Kyle. All right, let me see if he blocked me. Because I doubt he blocked me. He's never responded to me, ever. That's why I'm so impressed if he did. If he blocked you. Secular Talk, he came up for me. No, I'm following him. I got him on notifications, and we're good. Kova McNally, thank you. Morning. Hey, Chris. Good morning, brother. Oh, you're making my show a regular habit, I see. That's good. That's good. Good point. Yeah, so, I couldn't be more proud. And I just want you guys to know, for those of you who support me, and for those of you who support what this show is about, understand that someone at TYT has heard us. Emma Vigeland heard our dissent, and she took action in blocking me. We got through. And that's how your voices get heard. If you agree with me, that's how people at the Young Turks now know how you feel. Because I spoke for you. And now you can feel... TYT has 8.8 thousand dislikes on that video and only 4,000 likes in 2 days. Is that where it's at now? John Combs only watches 3 podcasts. Seriously, man, is it that bad? Is it really 8.8 to 4? Really? Or is it like 4.9? Is it like 4.9 to 8? Not that that's bad. Even if it was 5 to 8.8, it's still kicking ass. Let me see. Let me hit pause so it doesn't get a play. Yeah, 4.8. It's 4.8 to 8.8, but still. You guys, it's 4.8 to 8.8 thumbs downs. And I want you guys just to see this and understand that you know that I'm on the right side of social topics when it comes to this, okay? When you watch my show, understand that while 4,000, well, let's just say 5,000, while 5,000 people disagree with me, 9,000 people agree with me. That's why you watch my show. Not only am I right, but I'm in the majority. I am in the majority, and people can't argue with that. I am literally in the majority, and anybody who supports Netflix is in the minority. And something as huge as the Young Turks is a perfect example of a broad spectrum of people from both sides, the left and right. Let me tell you something. I'm in the middle, and I have been exposed to the Young Turks. So I know that a lot of people get exposed to them from all political sides. And even if all of their viewers were on the left, what you would think, look at how many people disagree with them. 8,800 disagree, and only 5,000 agree. And those 5,000 people are bought little bitches. They're not paying attention. They're not listening. Or they're easily confused and convinced by some dumb cunt like fucking Anna. I'm just so fucking proud. I'm tickled, man. You guys don't even understand. It's like I want to celebrate. And I'm so excited right now. You guys have no idea how excited I am that Emma Vigeland heard my... And you know what? I've got 2 other accounts. I mean, if I wanted to send her something nasty or whatever, I could. I totally could. She might have blocked me on one of my accounts, but I've got 2 more accounts. And then there's all of you. So do me a favor. What's up, Ice? Just in time, son. Do me a favor, okay? Sometimes I think Ice just waits for me to grab my bong before he says hello. Do me a favor, all right? Tweet at Emma Vigeland and say, Nay from Nay's Garden says hi, bye, and then hashtag it Pedflix and hashtag it cancel Netflix. Go ahead. Have fun with it, guys. Have fun with it. You know, I'm getting your voice out there, and you can help project my voice even louder by doing things like this. Feel free, guys. Cyber style, no law regarding cannabis. Cannabisism to the straw. I'm so glad Iceman's here. Cheers, brother. Beautiful. First bong rip of the show, 30 minutes in. Or maybe second bong rip of the show. Second bong rip, right? Second bong rip of the show. Let me know. I forgot. Oh, nice, Teresa. Tell the elk hello from me. I need some AC. Stat! Because my buds suck so bad, they make me sweat as soon as I smoke them. And if you think I'm lying, look at this. What? That's a lot of sweat coming off your head. That wasn't a dab. That was a bong rip of my flower. So anybody that ever comes on here and says, Nay's cannabis is weak and lame and blah, 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 and low THC content, say, hey, the guy's 175 pounds and he's 5'9". He takes one bong hit and sweats from flower. Go fuck yourself. Yo, Nay, block this fucking piece of shit. She looks like a Memphis hooker. Makeup fueled, sticking feathers up your butt does not make you a chicken. Emma Vigilant? Are you talking about Emma Vigilant? A Memphis hooker? Dude, if hookers look like that in Memphis, I'm moving to fucking Memphis, son. You know, the reason I started following Emma Vigilant on Twitter was because she was I thought she was attractive. I looked at her, I was like, man, she's very natural beauty. She doesn't look like she tries really hard, and I like that. I mean, look at Anna Kazbazarian. I'm not saying that Anna's not a natural beauty. She kind of is too. But look at how hard she tries now. Look at how hard she tries. Look at this. Look at how hard this woman tries. Look at the makeup. Look at the fucking eyelashes. Look at the eyeliner. Look at the perfect lip glossy lipstick. Oh, everything's so perfect. And, oh, she's done her eyebrows just perfect. And she's just such a fucking phony. She just tries. You could just tell when somebody tries so hard like that. That is not my type of woman. You know, it's not the kind of woman I like. I like a woman that's just beautiful, plain. You know, just plain, right out of bed. Just wakes out of bed and you're like, hey, honey, let's go grab some breakfast. And she's like, oh, I haven't even. And I'm like, honey, you're beautiful. Let's go. And we go. Right? That's my kind of girl. What? You look much taller than 5'9"? Well, thank you. I am only 5'9". Here, let me go stand in the doorway. That's a good way to tell. Here. With my best posture. I'm standing with my best posture. I can't even touch the ceiling, man. Even on my tiptoes, I can't touch the ceiling. I am about 2 inches away from touching the ceiling with my hand. That's 8 feet, I think, right? The ceiling's 8 feet. My bet is you'll wake up to Andy Dick in the morning. Really? You think she's that unattractive, Emma? Dude, look. Okay. I find Candace Owens attractive. I find almost all of the cunts on Fox News attractive. You know, it's as soon as they open up their fucking mouth that you literally want to take human shit and pour it all over them. Because they just did it to themselves. And then they're no longer attractive. But looks-wise, look, I can't say just because I think a woman is a cunt, I can't look at her and say she's not attractive. Because, you know, if she had a different mind, she would be. And that's like fucking 90% of it. You know, it's all up here and here, and then you 10% attractive is the to me at least, that's what's the most important thing. So even these cunts that I fucking call out, I mean, I can look at them and see them as an attractive woman because, you know, if they were out there being a Mother Teresa, or if they were out there being a Nina Turner, you know, I wouldn't be able to keep myself away from them, man. I'd be chasing them around, you know. I'd be fucking tweeting at them and, oh my God, oh, you're so hot and you're so smart. I fucking love that. You think Candace Owens looks like she belongs in a zoo? If Candace Owens was talking about Medicare for all, if Candace Owens was talking about feeding the homeless and the hungry and the downtrodden, she wouldn't have that expression on her face that turns you off so bad. She has cunt face, Alan, because she's acting like a cunt. Trust me, she's a beautiful woman, man. Candace Owens is a beautiful woman. She's fucking beautiful. And if you didn't hear the cunt speak out of her cunt hole mouth, I'm telling you, Alan, she's attractive. You know, I know what an attractive person looks like, but I can see the difference. I can draw the distinction between the garbage they spew out of their cunt holes and compared to, you saw me playing Battlefield? Did you watched it in a video? Or it says it says that I'm playing Battlefield it says I'm playing Battlefield. No, I'm not playing Battlefield. All right, I put that on Restream. I don't like to talk about my settings on Restream. Can anybody back me up here? Let me pull up a picture of Candace Owens, okay? I'm going to pull up a picture, and you guys tell me, all right? Let's just all have an honest... We have to be honest about shit here. Right? Okay. She's not very photogenic, is she? She is, you know what? I think she's very attractive, actually. It's just, she has that cunt face, man. I think she's very pretty, man. She's not a goddamn, she's not a fucking, a vestige of beauty. You know, she's not a supermodel. But, man, if she didn't have that expression on her face, here, look at this. Look at this. You know, she doesn't have a lot of makeup on there. And she's got very pretty eyes, and they're wide set. Her nose is, you know, it's not crazy. She's got a normal sized mouth. She's got high cheekbones. She's got a regular sized forehead. I don't see what's wrong with that. I don't think she looks that bad. Now, I can find photographs of her where she looks fucking horrible. She does look bad at certain angles, but that's just a perspective thing, man. When you're with someone in person, you're sitting there with them, that all goes away. You know? You see them from every angle. There's a couple of unattractive, what I believe to be unattractive pictures of her right there. She doesn't look very good right there. Let's get rid of that. I've seen her look unattractive, though. It's a good picture of her. Bro, she's just got good facial features. She's got high cheekbones. She's got pretty eyes. She's got everything that a beautiful woman in the face should have. It's just normal. Oh, she's got great skin. You know, as far as she's just a human being, she's very pretty. But, man, as soon as you know what she's about, and as soon as you see the way she holds it, that's scorn. She's got a cunt scorn. because she's angry and she doesn't understand shit. She's confused, and it's got her into this, into this. Like if I would look like that all day. What if I looked like this all day? Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up? What if I just look this all day? This is basically how she holds her face. It's like she's angry about shit. If she'd relax and she was educated properly by the right people instead of the wrong people, if she had the ability to reason, which she does not. She doesn't even have the ability to do basic reason. She would be so much more attractive, guys. Seriously. And it's just like Anna Kazbazarian, who, I see as a very attractive woman. I'm not attracted to her at all. I'm not attracted to Anna Kazbazarian. And I'm not attracted to Candace Owens either. Understand that. There's a huge difference, right? I find Anna Kazbazarian to be a beautiful woman that I'm not attracted to. She reminds me of my sister a little bit. She reminds me of my sister a little bit, if you ever seen my sister. Especially when they start talking and when they're angry. Anna really reminds me of my sister when she's mad. That's what my sister sounds like too. So it's like there's nothing there. But I can still, even though she resembles my sister in a slight manner, I can still say, hey, she's a beautiful woman. I can tell you that my sister's a beautiful woman too. You have to be able to separate reality, or there's something wrong with you. If you look at a person and they're just ugly because you don't agree with them, man, that's something you should think about. You are perceiving someone, your mind is literally distorting reality in your brain. And if that's going on, man, you got to snap the fuck out of it, because it's easy to let yourself fall into that. It's not a defect. It's a defense mechanism. It's built there so that when we were cavemen, if you saw someone coming towards you and they had an angry face, you knew, hey man, I better pick up a rock and get ready. This motherfucker looks angry. That's all it is, man. It's in your brain. You're indoctrinated to think that way, and that's okay. You should be thinking that way. You should know anger when you see it. You should know rage when you see it. You should know underlying rage and anger when it's suppressed and you see it. And that's what she's a bubbling volcano of misunderstood anger. That's what she is. And unfortunately, Emma Vigeland is now too. Anna Kazbazarian is now too. Cenk Uygur is now too. John Iadarola is now too. JR is now too. And anyone else who considers themselves towing the party line of the Young Turks that is affiliated with them, that gets the memo that says, hey, we're going this way on Netflix. Stick to the narrative. You guys are all guilty, all of you. And they all need to be called out and maybe never forgiven. We're talking about child pornography here, folks. If you perceive the Netflix show Cuties to be borderline child pornography and definitely the exploitation of children, press number 1 right now or forever hold your peace on my live stream. Just don't talk to me ever again. Press number 1 though if you can. If you can give me a number 1, I want to know if you agree. Netflix is in the wrong here. 8,000 people agree with you. 5,000 people disagree with you. Where are we all at? Are we all on the same page? Shelly, 1. Callie, 1. Chosen Tripster, 1. Hippie Chick, 1. David C. Baker, 1. J-Bone, 1. Tilly Two Shoes, 1. John and Daphne Holland, which is Doc Holland, 1. Karsten, 1. 420 Lurch, you ring. 1. Connor Luke, 1. Nicholas Sutherland, 1. Psst, nobody does number 1s anymore, pal. Karsten, 1. Psst, Jonah Levi Cochran, 1. Psst, unreal. Karsten says, you, well, he's ruining up my 1s. Tilly, Two Shoes, that was hot. Unreal. What, you like when I talk like Lurch? How about when I talk like Joey Diaz? You like when I talk like Joey Diaz?
Hey, fucking sometimes we're just fucking kicking it, you know? We're fucking trying to do a podcast, and it used to be fun. We'd go out and fucking, go hit the fucking lot, we go hit the fucking circuit. Can't do that with this COVID shit anymore now, of just fucking running around doing podcast. I'm going even into Joe Rogan's, and then I'm doing fucking over here, and then I'm gonna go over there, and I'm doing all the fucking podcasts. That's all you can fucking do is stay home and fucking broadcast from fucking home. But let me tell you, these motherfuckers over here at the Young Turks, what they're fucking doing with the whole Pedflix thing. I ain't with that shit. You gotta look out for the kids, because children can't look out for themselves. When you see these little girls running around doing that shit, the only reason they're doing it is because their parents are allowing it. Every little kid's wild. They want to go get wild. They want to do what their friends are doing. They want to do what they fucking see on the television, on the YouTubes, on the movies. And the kids are gonna be running out there trying to do it, but it's up to the parents to say no. You're not old enough for that. You gotta stay home. You gotta stay in. Maybe play a fucking sport. Maybe, I gotta do a fucking bong rip here and get right. Maybe fucking smoke with me a little bit.
No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis is autism's for all. Cheers, everybody. Cyberstyle. I like what Joey's saying. When you got little 11-year-old girls twerking on a show, that's the parents. That's the parents' fault. Are you not going to the dance class to see what they're teaching your children? Are you not seeing them practice at home and thinking, that's my 11-year-old daughter. She shouldn't be dancing like that. Or are you like, it's art, it's artwork, it's the artwork, it's dance, it's the free form. Children need to dance. The dance form is beautiful in all ways. It's the human form. Or are you, it's a good thing they've exposed all of this child exploitation by making a show that demonstrates child exploitation. Are you that? Does it fucking matter? If you're going to cancel your Netflix, if you're planning on canceling your Netflix, if you're going to get that extra $20 a month back from Netflix, because fuck paying goddamn pedophile pushing service $20 a month, it makes you feel complicit. Press number 1. I went ahead and I canceled my Netflix, and I'm proud of it. I'll never watch fucking Pedflix again. Fuck Pedflix. Cancel Netflix. Press number 1 if you're gonna cancel your Netflix. I'm just kind of testing the waters here. I'm just putting my feelers out. Doc Holland, he's fucking number 1. Karsten Cloud, number 1. He canceled. J-Bone, number 1. Hippie Chick, number 1. Trendy Nay, number 1. I canceled my Netflix, and I'm so glad that you guys are too. Caliana, number 1. I'd no longer watch either. Eddie Haynes, I'll give you a number 1 for that. If you would cancel it, if you had it and you would cancel it, press number 1. Jonah Lee, number 1. Lisa, number 1. Pro Dragon, number 1. Shelly Halliday Swift, number 1. Chris Brown, number 1. Chris Brown, number 1. Tilly Two Shoes, number 1. Unexplainable, I would cancel 1. Donnie Golden, 1. Tommy Mosner, I did in 16 when they started that shit. They started it in 2016. Way to go, Tommy. You're smarter than all of us, bro. We should all be following Tommy Mosner, everybody. Why are we watching me? We would have been on this shit in 2016. Way to go, Tommy. I love that shit. James McGill. Ran Lanslarity. 1. Karsten. Nice. Karsten. Oh, Karsten, you're always messing up my count. John Combs, 1. Chosen Tripster, 1. You don't have a number 1, Karsten? You're probably like, dude, I've been pressing 1. Chosen Tripster, 01, 1. John Combs, 1. There certainly are a lot of people who agree with me. And I got this one right. Let's go to climate change. Let's go to climate change. Do you know that the narrative of the right now, and I want you guys to know this, there's a lot of people out there that are saying that the fires in California are because of arsonists. So understand that the biggest fire in the state history of California, it's right now, it's burning north of me about 30 miles. It's the largest fire in California state history now. It's burned over 800,000 acres, I believe. I know it's over 700,000 acres have burned, right? That fire started in the middle of the Mendocino National Forest. Now, I don't know if you guys understand what mountains are like and forests and all that shit. But all you need to know is this. That fire started in the middle of the mountains, in the middle of the Mendocino National Forest. It's fucking over 1 million acres, that forest. It's gigantic. No, there's no roads, okay? And there's no way in. That fire, that one fire, anecdotal, was started by a lightning strike. So don't fucking come talking to me about arson when the single largest fire in California state history, which is the result of almost 1 million acres burned, was started by a lightning strike. There's no way a person went out there and did that shit. You don't go out there. People don't go there. And that's not the only fire that was caused by lightning strikes. You know, I heard some insane number of how many fires. Okay, Google. How many fires are currently burning in the state of California?
Here's a summary from CAL FIRE, SA.gov. California statewide fires summary September 17, 2020. Firefighters responded to 22 initial attack wildfires across the state. Since the beginning of the year, there have been nearly 7.900 wildfires that have burned over 3.4 million acres in California.
It's almost 3.5 million acres now, man. Total burned. Dude, was she saying fucking 7,900 wildfires there have been right now? There were 22 new fires broke out just yesterday. In the state, 22 fires just broke out. When there's an arsonist in the town you live, Jesus fucking Christ. It's probably a kid, you know? These arsonists, I'm sure a lot of them are kids, just really young kids that just are crazy. We need better parenting. You know, and I said this a long time ago. And I didn't understand. I didn't understand why you know, when Osama bin Laden was flying jets into the World Trade Center, I didn't understand. Even back then, I was like, why don't they just come over here with some big lighters and fucking burn the whole goddamn country down? You know, it wouldn't be that hard. It's almost like they don't want to do it. You ever think about that? You know? You ever think about that? Did you find your dog? No. When I said my dog ran away, bro, that just means he goes to my neighbor's house. I'm sorry. When I said my dog ran away, he was here. He was here, man. He's right there. He's always here. Look, he goes to the neighbor's house. If my neighbors got little kids and dogs, and he fucking just loves it, man. It's like goddamn Disney World for him. So, it's just my neighbor. Christy Moreno. Look, I'm going to tell everyone what you just said on my live stream. And look, I want you guys to see, this is when I block people, okay? It's not when I disagree. It's when they come on my live stream and lie. Christy Moreno just said that Osama bin Laden didn't do 9/11. It wasn't Osama bin Laden. It was Mossad. And then I love there's all these little cunts. They always have a little snarky saying or a little emote or something. And she's like, JS, just saying. So understand, it's not just you're a fucking lying cunt, Christy, on my live stream. Understand, it's your stupid little snarky snark at the end. That's why I'm blocking you. That's why you're blocked from my live stream. You can't come on my live stream and lie to my audience. We know it wasn't Israel that attacked the World Trade Center. Of course we know it was Osama bin Laden. You know, it's just, everybody knows that these are just fucking facts. And you can take any fucking narrative you want and spin it any way you want. But if you come on my live stream and you lie, you're going to get blocked. That's it, guys. It's just, that's all it is. It's not a difference of opinion. Oh, you disagreed with Nay, he's going to block you. No. You didn't disagree with me. You fucking came on here and you lied. You fucking came on here and lied. I mean, I'm not a fan of Israel. But if you're going to attack Israel, hey, if you want to attack Israel, you stupid fucking cunt, why don't you just say, hey, you know what? Israel fucking kills innocent Palestinians that have no way of defending themselves. Israel won't allow equality between their people and the Palestinians. Why don't you attack them on that, you stupid fucking cunt? Why don't you attack them on the fact that they're taking millions of dollars from the United States, if not more, every year so that they can fucking brutalize their neighbor? Why don't you pontificate on that? But you're too fucking stupid, and you'd rather go down a stupid fucking 9/11 rabbit hole on YouTube, and I can't fucking handle people like you. And I want you the fuck away from me. If you believe in that bullshit, you're gonna get fucking blocked. Mossad. Hey, Billy, what's up? I like how they're all like, oh, the Mossad and the child fucking pornography ring, and the fucking what goddamn rabbit holes are you motherfuckers going down? Are you kidding me? And not to put my friend Graham Elwood down, but a lot of time is spent on the whole Pizzagate, pedophile ring, blah, 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 blah. Look, I like going after the shit that I see. Netflix put a video up, and I was able to see the promos for it and know that it's child pornography, borderline child porn, whatever you want to fucking call it. It's the exploitation of children. That I know. That's factual. Jump on my train, guys. Seriously, I'm not going by some paper that somebody released or some person said this or blah, 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 blah. I just can't do that stuff. I'm going to go by what I see. And that's where I attack you. You want me to attack Israel? Oh, I'll attack Israel. I'll attack them all day long on what they're doing with fucking Palestine, on bulldozing people's homes so they could put in fucking bullshit, on rocketing children. We could talk about that. It just comes easy for me. It comes easy for me. It's easy to do. It's like Jimmy Dore says, hey man, I don't even understand reporters today. That's what Jimmy Dore says. He's like, I'm a fucking I'm a jackhole fucking comedian. Fucking, what's he call himself? He calls himself something. And he says, and I got this shit figured out, and I'm not even fucking trying. God, I wish I could yell like him for as long as he does it. You guys check out Jimmy Dore's rant with Duncan Trussell. Oh my God, it is greased lightning. You know what I mean? It's fucking greased lightning. It is the highest point of rant. It is perfection. It's like I want to play it for you guys. You guys want to hear the most insane rant ever? The most insane, on point, and I'm telling you, it's a little hard to listen to. The most insane, on point rant of all time that I've ever witnessed. And I was in the shower, right? I had the protection of the hot water going over me. And I'm telling you, there's no escaping the veracity of this fucking rant. I am telling you guys, if you like, all right, if you like and appreciate this video is called Political Rage. Duncan, Trussell, and Jimmy talk about our broken system. You guys put your fucking seatbelts on. The second half of this
that's a big
video
deal right now,
is
Duncan.
about
A
to
lot of
take the
people-
fuck off.
I don't know if you noticed, but Blue Check Hollywood, they don't say anything while people keep putting coals into a fire. They don't say anything.
Listen to how calm Jimmy Dore starts it. So calm. Listen how calm he's being right now. Unreal. Fucking unreal.
They keep throwing babies into the fire and getting burned. And then it's finally when this big, huge bonfire happens.
Get high with me,
hey, I'm
guys.
against that bonfire.
Take a bong rip with me. You're going to need
Why?
this.
Because it doesn't cost them anything in their
You're
career
all gonna
right
need
now
a
to
bong
do
rip.
that. It would have cost them
I'm
because
warning
the people
you.
putting the coals in the fire that built that bonfire were all the people giving them jobs. And so that's why they couldn't fucking say anything before. But now all those people agree that this fire is bad. But they don't have a mirror because they built that fucking fire. And right now, everybody's virtue signaling, telling everybody you got to vote for Joe Biden.
Okay, Google. Virtue signaling definition.
Here's the definition of virtue signaling. The action or practice of publicly expressing opinions or sentiments intended to demonstrate one's good character or the moral correctness of one's position on a particular issue.
God, I am a fucking guilty pig. I am a guilty virtue signaling pig. But aren't we all, man? Aren't we all? Publicly expressing opinions intended to demonstrate one's good character. Oh, no, not to demonstrate my good character. No, okay, good. I'm not a virtue signaler, and that's good. I understand what it is now. No, I don't ever tell you what to do to make me look good. I tell you what to do because I feel like it's the right thing to do. Remember that. Okay, good. I'm not a virtue signaler.
The guy who created Donald Trump as the answer to Donald Trump. And then they feel better about themselves because they didn't say anything for the last fucking 15 years.
Here we
or
go.
40.
Here we go.
When Barack Obama was kicking people out of their house in a similar economic downturn, they didn't say a fucking word. When Barack Obama was taking us from 2 wars to 7, they didn't say a fucking word. When Barack Obama was making the banks bigger,
cheers.
They didn't say a fucking word. When Barack Obama was opening the Arctic to drilling twice, they didn't say a fucking word. When Barack Obama was militarizing the police forces across the country, they didn't say a fucking word. As soon as we got a pimple, they started screaming. But they're never going to scream at the bag of potato chips that they've been eating for fucking 8 years. And that's what I can't fucking take. Voting against Trump, it doesn't make you a good person. It makes you a fucking lazy-ass rich motherfucker. You know who doesn't vote? 100 million people don't vote. Do you think they're rich? Those people who don't vote are poor because they've been beaten with a left fist and a right fist for their entire fucking life. And people are going to come out there and tell people to vote for fucking Joe Biden like that makes you a good person. What it makes you is ignorant to the real suffering that's happening in this fucking country. And not only that, they voter shame people who can't bring themselves to vote for a fucking corrupt piece of shit like Joe Biden, who is promising to deny you health care in the middle of a pandemic, even if it passes the Congress. That somehow makes you a better person to vote for that motherfucker? It doesn't. And for them to shame other people who feel like they couldn't demand something from Joe Biden, because that's what we should be doing. Instead of voter shaming people, you should be demanding Joe Biden become a better candidate and actually offer people something. Your anger should be at the powerful, not the 100 million people who don't vote because their lives are so horrible anyway.
Yeah.
All right, there's my spirituality. See where it comes from?
Now, see, that's a real teaching. Actually,
Yeah, there. You see how he comes out of his rant? And he's totally fine. Just like me. And the reason why, he explains it later in this fucking show. He explains it. And he explains it beautifully. He says the podcast gives him that platform where he can scream and process what he really is feeling all day in a safe environment where people can process it too, and go about his day and just be his normal regular self. You know, I'm sure he's a very sweet, easygoing guy. And just, you know, give him the platform. He could fucking exercise that demon inside him. And man, I totally understand it. And he's going to talk about this. It's so awesome that he says this shit.
and I was like, I can't turn the angle towards me because I'm one of the people you're angry at. Because I'm one of the people who hears what you just said and thinks, yeah, you're right, man. Like, I've been taking acid since I was in high school. And I've never had a real, positive viewpoint towards the United States government in general.
Dude, what the fuck did the fact that you took acid since high school have to do with how you feel about the United States government? Was that the funniest statement of all time? Dude, I've been taking acid since high school, and I've always had a problem with the federal government, bro. Can we just listen to that a few times?
It's a real teaching, actually. And I was like I can't turn the angle towards me because I'm one of the people you're angry at. Because I'm one of the people who hears what you just said and thinks, yeah, you're right, man. I've been taking acid since I was in high school. And I've never I've been taking acid since I was in high school. And I've been taking acid since I was in high school. And I've been taking acid since I was in high school. And I've been taking acid since I was in high school. And I've been taking acid since I was in high school. And I've been taking acid since I was in high school. Said and thinks, yeah, you're right, man. I've been taking acid since I was in high school. And I've never had a real
dude, I love that so much
viewpoint towards
I love that so
the
much.
United States government in general. We've been at war 93% of our history. And Barack Obama was president when fucking drones were dropping bombs on children. And he made jokes about drones. He made jokes about
dude,
drones.
my face is starting to hurt.
Jokes about
because I'm laughing so much.
And
while he was using them.
Can you imagine having lost your entire
dude? Oh, by the way, the
rant
rant hasn't even fucking begun yet.
Talking about
just wait, guys. Just fucking wait.
Whatever that shit joke
was.
When he made that shit fucking joke, nobody said anything about it. I'm not patting myself on the back. I think I did talk about it on Rogan, but the truth is, I became apathetic, and I became desensitized, and I became lazy, and I just didn't want to do anything when I could have, and I don't blame anybody in the world for being angry at me. I look back at my history, not just with thinking of politics, but all of it is kind of self-induced, narcotized, kind of pseudo fucking when you confuse your laziness for a revolutionary attitude. I'm very guilty of that. And I
Laziness,
think
right.
a
That's
lot
funny.
of people are
Look.
very guilty of that.
When you confuse your laziness for a revolutionary attitude, and dude, that is probably one of the coolest things you could ever say. Listen to that. When you confuse your laziness with your revolutionary attitude, you understand what that means? It means you're fucking lazy, but you like to call it, oh, I'm a revolutionary. I gotta tell you, really good friend of mine, my brother, okay? Really good friend, didn't want to work a real job and said, because I'm going against what society tells me I have to do. Now, that is a crazy fucking position to take. And if that person that I was talking about was lazy, it would be the most hypocritical shit in the world. Blaming your laziness on saying that instead it's a revolutionary attitude. It's, man, it's fantastic. It is a fantastic thing. And he's like, I was guilty of that. I was tripping on acid since high school. I was against the government. You can't blame your lazy. You can't say you're lazy, or you can't say it's a revolutionary attitude when you're just fucking being lazy. It's just such a profound and perfect statement.
But I'll tell you, man, like, and
Cheers.
have to figure.
Top of the hour.
When I first interviewed Ragu, I think
No
it's
longer
on
going
the
to count
podcast.
as just for El Superstar.
I don't think we have the microphone up. I said, when do we start throwing Molotov cocktails? I was really upset then, and I don't remember what I was even mad about. This was years ago when I was mad at the government. I was like suggesting some kind of violence is the answer. And I remember Ragu saying to me, well, see what you just did right there. Now we've got an us and a them. And the moment we start making the us's and the thems, that's where we start throwing the Molotov cocktails. And that's where the thing keeps going and going. The funny thing about Ragu, and he will admit this, you should have heard him when fucking Trump got elected. All that us or them shit kind of went out the window for a second because he was so like, flabbergasted by it. But so I don't know, man. I think that you do such a great job of telling the truth, and you've been doing it for so long. I think that anger is beautiful. There's stories of Neem Karoli Baba getting angry that are wonderful, chasing people out of the temple, yelling at them. And that there was love even in the anger. And that's what I hear in your anger, is love, actually. A lot of it, and a lot of real optimism, not bullshit optimism, a lot of real optimism that there is a possibility that exceeds the binary that they're giving us right now. And I'm not smart enough politically to figure out what that answer is. And I'm voting for Joe Biden. I don't feel good about it at all, man. I hate him. I hate his drug policy. I hate his antiquated shit. I hate that the DNC has shoved him in front of us and is forcing us into this fucking binary. I hate it. I hate so much about it. And honestly, before fucking Trump alluded to that looters should be shot, there was a piece of me that was like, maybe I just won't go and vote this time. Because you know what? Fuck them both. But god damn it, that stupid shit was basically saying, well, the death penalty is the right way to deal with people who throw rocks at cars. And I haven't heard Biden say anything like that, though I do know he's part of the war, the military-industrial complex, I understand that. And I don't know what to do.
I know.
Man, I've got a fucking guy who's high as a fucking kite on something, who's talking about how maybe it's okay to start shooting people who are breaking windows. And for me, that's it. That's where it became like, well, fuck it. I can't vote for the guy suggesting capital punishment for people who are taking baby seats out of a fucking Walmart. Period.
I mean, nobody, who could disagree with that sentiment that you just expressed? But what I can do is say Joe Biden was worse. Joe Biden wanted to kill people for their oil, and he did it. Joe Biden not only did that, but shamed people who wouldn't go along with him. He did that after the Iraq war was seen as a failure. He still wagged his finger at people for not supporting the war. He then became part of the administration that did Libya, lied to us about a war, and then they dropped more bombs than George Bush did. You know, Joe Biden and Barack Obama dropped more bombs than George Bush. In fact, they dropped so many bombs in 2015, they ran out of bombs. That's what kind of crazy maniac motherfuckers they were. And what were they doing? They were having the CIA fund terrorists in Syria to do videos of them cutting heads off of people to scare the shit out of Americans so we could do more war. Because, you know, it's so much worse to cut somebody's head off with a knife. That's what animals do. Why don't they blow their heads off with a nice Christian bomb?
Right. Yeah, that's the weird thing, right? Except it's, I mean, look, man, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. And it's embarrassing that I should have to ask it, but what do we do? What are you recommending, Jimmy? What do you, in this, because it is a grotesque.
So what I recommend,
but it's a,
what I recommend is that people don't tell anybody they're voting for Joe Biden, even if they know they're going to, until they walk into that polling booth and fucking pull the lever. Until then, you tell to every pollster and every news person who asks you that Joe Biden better offer you health care, student relief, and and ending these goddamn wars, or I ain't fucking voting for him. So when he's polling 20% down, he might have to actually represent someone other than his fucking donors, which is the only people he represents. And for me to vote for a guy who is 1,000% corrupt, 1,000%. He said to the bankers, nothing will fundamentally change. He said to the environmentalists, I am not banning fracking. He won't fucking even make marijuana decriminalized. The motherfucker is a corrupt piece of shit, as bad as Trump. Even worse, he's killed more people than Trump. He is a bigger warmonger than Trump. He is to this day got a bigger death toll than fucking Trump. So this idea that voting for him makes things better is ridiculous. You voted for Barack Obama and things got way worse. That's why Hillary... Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm so sorry to cut you off. But can you also help me with the Supreme Court thing? Because, you know, this is the conversation my wife and I have, which is...
So Joe Biden voted for Antonin Scalia. You know that, right?
Nope.
Yes. Do you know that Joe Biden oversaw the hearing for Clarence Thomas? You saw what he did to Anita Hill, right?
Yeah.
That's the guy who's going to save the Supreme Court.
What about the abortion thing, though?
That's the guy.
Well, specifically the abortion thing, like women not having, like Trump has strongly come out against the reproductive rights of women. And so, again, it's like, man, everything you're saying, I obviously 100% trust you and believe what you're saying, but damned if this guy isn't like, and maybe Trump's bullshitting, but it's like, fuck, it's like he's suggesting that maybe they'll get rid of, you know, they'll figure out a way to like make abortion illegal. And
every Republican president has said that in my lifetime. Every Republican politician has said that. Hillary Clinton also agreed to put restrictions on abortion. Hillary Clinton also was ready to appoint the most fucking corporate-friendly Supreme Court justices. And by the way, Barack Obama could have made sure that they got their Supreme Court justice sat. But he cynically didn't do that on purpose so they could use that in the election, exactly what is happening again right now. They're so cynical. Why do you think that Hillary Clinton ran against Donald Trump? Because Bill Clinton called him and told him to fucking run because they knew Hillary was so repulsive to the average voter that they needed a monster for her to run against to have any chance of winning, and she still fucking lost.
Still lost.
So so what we should be doing is pressuring the establishment and telling those motherfuckers on MSNBC and CNN that the fucking problem didn't start with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a symptom of the fucking problem. You guys are the fucking problem for selling me every fucking war and telling me Medicare for all doesn't work. They're the fucking problem. You're the corrupt cocksuckers who get paid millions of dollars to lie to the people who turn to you for truth. And then when you do lose to a fucking game show host who's an obvious con man and a clown because people are so fucking desperate. I had a Waffle House cook on my show from Virginia who said Donald Trump is a loudmouth Yankee who should have had his ass kicked in years ago, but I voted for him because we're fucking desperate.
Wow.
And and Hillary Clinton came here and promised to get rid of our jobs.
Yeah.
That's what's fucking wrong with this country. And that's what people should be doing. Pressuring not only their politicians, but their entire fucking elite class. Because let's remember what the news media is, as Noam Chomsky has taught us. They are there to manufacture consent, and that is what they've fucking done. Everybody thinks it's okay we don't have fucking healthcare like the rest of the world. Everybody thinks 80% of the workers live paycheck to fucking paycheck in the richest country the face of the earth has ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
Right? What do you call a system that takes the richest country in the history of the world and renders half of its fucking residents poor or low income, 30 million of them with no health care, 80 million underinsured, and 80% of their workers live in paycheck to paycheck? That's a failed fucking system. And voting for Joe Biden ain't gonna fix it. It's gonna make it worse. And everybody better start fucking saying that shit. Voting for Joe Biden doesn't make anything better. Everything's going to keep getting worse. Joe Biden, we get rid of Trump on day one. Then what? Trump's gone on day one, as Ice Cube said. Then what? Fucking then what? Then you're all going to go back to sleep like you did when Barack Obama was president, while Barack Obama was kicking people. 5.1 million families out of their fucking houses. You're going to go back to sleep and not say a fucking word about it. And he's going to let the fucking cops crack the heads of peaceful protesters like he did on fucking Occupy Wall Street. He didn't do a fucking thing. He made the banks bigger. Anyway.
Terrifying. I love it, man. I love you. You are so what you're saying is so true and so passionate and man, I really do feel like I'm a bit of your student right now. So I want to ask you a question, and because I really know that this could come across. I'm not high-roading you, man. Do you think there is a more insidious way to get the data out there than what you just did? Or do you think the only way to, you know what I mean? Like, because there's been, like, that rage is, like, beautiful. That's mystical rage. That's like Kali, Mother Kali, cutting off the heads of the gods. But, like, is it lazy? Or am I yet again confusing my laziness with a revolutionary attitude when I think to myself, yelling and like, alienating and, everything you're saying is the truth. But God damn it, man, it's like now, how do we unify ourselves here? Is it a pipe dream? And is it just some hippie fucking pipe dream? You imagine that there's a way to simultaneously forgive all the people like me who truly, I am going to vote for him. And I feel like the reason I'm doing it is I have to, like I said before, the guy said kill looters. You're right, though. Which looter do you want to kill? It really comes down to, you want to kill looters who are robbing Walmarts in the United States, or do you want to kill looters who are trying to get medical supplies in Syria who are being bombed by United States military equipment? So which looter do you want to kill?
You guys, I found out that it wasn't a song that I got a copyright strike for on my channel. It was for playing a video, a short 4 or 5 minute video of a gentleman showing how to build shelves. And he copy struck my channel for showing y'all his instructional video on how to make shelves. He had over 1 million views on his video. And, I probably had, maybe 1,000 or less, I'm assuming. It maybe more, maybe less, but it's not a lot. But just to show more people his video, and you copyright strike. It's not like I was taking credit for his work. Isn't that crazy? I think it's fucking crazy. Okay, so you might be wondering why I paused the video. I had to go walk my dog, and no, I didn't want to miss any of this. Sorry.
More important question. And I think the way that you speak out about against the military-industrial complex is really important. My stupid dream was like, God, is there some more insidious way to like get this shit out there?
Isn't this
I don't
freaking
think
amazing
the doctors
though?
stabilize,
Press
but we
number
stabilize
one if
based
you're
on
fucking riveted
what-
like I am, man. Press
what
number
kind of
one
methodologies you
if
love.
this
You
is
know.
awesome.
You just don't
Press
think
number
humans
one
should be
if you
set
love
on
Jimmy
fire.
Dore.
I mean, it's
How many
honestly,
ones can
it's
I
like
get?
Not what you would
Give
call the
me
most,
a number
like,
one. Give me a
It's
number
real
one.
fundamentally basic, and yet somehow we live in a world where just saying, maybe we shouldn't set people on fire.
David C. Bacon.
That can get you
Evan
like,
420
kicked
number
off the
one.
show.
Connor
That's
Luke
exactly-
number
you're
one.
not-
Hippie Chick 9554 number one.
That's what
Alan
happened
Motor
with me in
number
Syria.
one.
I started telling people maybe we shouldn't bomb.
Jonah Lee Cochran
You know, why is
number
it
one.
worse to kill
420
someone with
Lutz.
gas than it is to kill someone with a bomb? Why is it okay for us to kill people with a
Number
you
one.
kill more people with a bomb than he did with
David
gas?
C.
Why does
Baker
that make us
Jr.
better
number
people?
one.
That again, that's the
Carson
whole thing.
Cloud
Our
number
Christian bombs, you think they hug
Kip-
people to death?
Oh, here. I better be quiet.
They don't.
I wanna hear this.
They're just as fucking deadly, lethal. They're just. We are no better than the terrorists. We are the terrorists. That's what people don't understand. The terrorists are us. We are the terrorists. We set the Middle East on fire with illegal war after illegal. Why are the Muslims? So this is what I would say when people were upset about Trump putting the Muslim ban, and so people got in their Ubers and they went to the airport to protest the Muslim ban. And I go, do you know why there's Muslims at the fucking airport? Because Barack Obama just bombed the shit out of them for 8 fucking years.
Yeah.
And nobody
Yeah.
gave a shit about that. But as soon as Trump came in, you got mad at the symptom.
No law regarding
Yeah.
The problem isn't that they're
Cyrus
banned at the
Sound.
airport,
Cannabis
you
is for all.
fucking
Cheers,
lazy
everybody.
assholes.
It is
The
420.
problem is that we've been bombing the fuck
Happy
out of
420.
their countries at the behest of the fucking military-industrial complex for 40 straight fucking years.
Yeah, man. And
and-
now what? I mean,
and-
it's so,
and-
you haven't.
And so let me just say
Sorry,
this.
go ahead.
Let me just say this. So the way I communicate is unconscious. It just comes out of me. And my whole life, I had to squelch my anger because anger is not good. And especially when I became a comedian, I wanted to be Bill Hicks. But I was told early on, you can't be Bill Hicks, Jimmy, because there's only one Bill Hicks, and you don't look like him. You look like you come from privilege and money, even though I fucking came from 12 kids. I was a bricklayer. And then I didn't look like the guy people wanted to take anger from. So I had to mask it. And so I had to go up and I had to be charming, and I had to charm a room. And so I learned how to do that. And if you look at my 2008 Comedy Central special, it's Charming Jimmy being charming. And I could go tell a George Bush joke in fucking Houston, Texas, and they would laugh at it. That's how charming I was.
You should have
Yeah.
titled it that.
And because I had to fucking do that. I had to go make a living, tour fucking Texas and Florida and,
Charming Jimmy
and
being
Georgia
charming.
and everywhere. Anyway,
It's fucking funny.
and then I got hired at the Young Turks with Cenk Uygur, and he was angry all the time. And I was like, you can do that? I
Yeah.
couldn't fucking believe it. I couldn't fucking believe it. So then I just started talking.
You guys, I was angry. I was cursing, talking about politics way before Cenk was. Let me tell you something. Cenk was on there doing his little political thing and his little tie and shit. And then he saw a video of me saying, fuck you, Republicans. He saw that shit. Oh, and then like the next day on his podcast, Cenk said, fuck you. I was like, oh, really? This was when I was huge. And I was like, Cenk copied me. I went on, I did a fucking podcast about it and everything. I'm like, I'm the original fuck you guy. You can't take fuck you from me, motherfucker. That's me, bitch. What do you mean, fuck you?
Talking normally, and then when I started touring, people would come up to me and say, hey, thanks for keeping me sane. And I would just dismiss it like, oh, somebody's, just trying to blow smoke up my ass. They want to be my friend. And then it kept happening, and then like it happened 10 times, and it happened 30 times. And after like the 300th time it happened, I was like, maybe this is my role. That people feel this kind of rage inside, rightfully so, at the system we're living in. And not only that system, but we're being told to accept.
Hey, man, you know what? I kind of feel like I take credit for Jimmy Dore. Yeah, because he gives Cenk credit for showing that he could rage on YouTube, and I'm the one that Jank learned it from. Jank didn't do it till he saw my shit. When I got popular and he saw one of my videos, because I was all over YouTube, and he's like, whoa, this guy's just saying, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Oh, and then all of a sudden, Jank realized he could get away with it. From me. Jimmy, I could have Jimmy on the show now. I gotta find that fucking video. Jank copied me. I gotta find that shit.
Did. That's the part that drives me nuts.
Right.
It's fucking funny. I should go look
so
for
when
it.
I show externally the rage that when they feel it and they don't see anybody else having it, they think they're crazy. And then when they see me articulate it like that, they're like, oh no, I'm not crazy. That's the way everybody should be.
Yeah.
And so that's why on this show, I try not to squelch my anger. I want to be in control of it. I don't want it to control me, because you know how that happens. And so that's my quest now, is to do my shadow work so I don't get triggered, and I can be angry when I want to be, not against my own will. So that's where I'm at.
Don't change a damn thing. You know what? If the possibility emerges, Jimmy, for you to get enlightenment, put it off for a couple of incarnations. If that means you're not doing that, it's a steam vent, maybe. Maybe that's what you are. You're some kind of like, I don't know, man, but like, it's easy to forget. It's easy to forget what it was like. And also, if you look at civilian casualties under Trump, they're not.
They're horrible. He's horrible.
Not great. But like, the acknowledgement of the dragon, this thing that like we are all riding on, is so important and so easy to forget. And any articulation of that, I don't care if it's angry, I don't care if it's Eckhart Tolle, I don't care. But I needed that reminder. Everyone needs that reminder, which is like, look, there's a kid right now. We get so upset over the shit that's happening in our country, rightfully so, the violence of the state. And I've always found it so peculiar that when our state is violent to people in other places, you know what I mean? That to me, and to me, I think when you see a thing like that, this is like, and God, forgive me for talking about Jesus doing guilty Catholic, I'm sorry. But Jesus is on the cross. He's just gotten the shit kicked out of him. They're making fun of him. They're spitting on him. They put a fucking thorn crown on him to make fun of the idea that this is a king. And one of the last things he said was, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. And I really love that. Not because I think on one level he meant they don't know that I'm your son, or any of the literal interpretations. But on another level, I think he meant they're unconscious.
Yes.
They're sleepwalking.
Yes.
They're robots. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. And also throughout the New Testament, there's, if you know, you better watch the fuck out. Because if you know and then you continue to do some fucked up shit, then you really are in trouble. Because now what are you? You've become complicit. And so, but it's also easy to forget. Like what you said, it's like the whole culture is set up for us to forget. It's like, what are you going to do, man? You going to fucking turn on like Abby Martin talking about Palestinian kids getting fucking shot? Shot, or medics getting shot, and we're fucking giving money to Israel? You're gonna watch the Masked Singer and get stoned. If you're a pleasure-seeking human, it's pretty clear what you're gonna do. And again, I'm not trying to like excuse my way out of my own complacency. I'm waking up to my complacency. I think the kinds of things you do help us wake up to our complacency, and that's always good. I just hope you'll forgive my complacency. I hope you'll find a way to like forgive other people's complacency in the midst of all that anger, because they want to join you. You know what I mean? When you do a thing like that, it makes people want you to like them, and it makes people want to be like, Jimmy, please. I was a fucking complacent fucking piece of shit for years. I made money and I got numb and I got stupid. But I don't want to do that anymore. So we need a way out. That's what I'm saying. We got to find a confession booth for complacent shitheads who feel good because they announce on a podcast they're voting for Biden. You know what I mean? We have to find a mechanism of where we can all come together. the rage is great, by the way. I mean, you know, it was, when I was a kid, my dad yelled at me all the time, rightfully so, for many things I did that were really bad. But so it's not like it's bad to do what you just did. Spare the rod, spoil the child, as they say. You know what I mean? But I mean, I think that's an antiquated thing. Don't hate your fucking kid, asshole. But what you just did was the rod, you know. And I don't know, man. Just like figure out a way for those folks who are desperate on the other side, who do have a fuck ton of money, who do have all this shit, and are miserable and are like literally on the precipice of hanging themselves because they feel so fucked up. Yeah, and I know, yeah, what are you upset because you have money or whatever? Well, clearly it doesn't help because there's a lot of rich people who kill themselves every single fucking day. And if they don't do it actively, they do it through drugs and pills. You know what I mean?
That's the one.
So you gotta join us. We have to unify. I don't know what it is. It's a pithy thing to say when, you know, there's people who know what it smells like. You should know what your grandmother smells like when she's on fire. That shouldn't be a human experience, you know? Like maybe at the crematorium, but certainly not at a picnic. And there's children who know what their grandmother smells like on fire because of our country. It is completely irredeemable. There isn't a way to fix that. I don't give a fuck who the president is. I don't care if out of Apollo emerges from the skies and becomes the American president and gives the most charismatic, beautiful, a speech so beautiful, fucking Noam Chomsky's dick falls off. He's so jealous. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't sound like Steve-O.
You can't go back and bring
Right on, Doc.
to life. You can't. And that's a problem that I can't figure out how to fix. And that is where my spirituality reaches a kind of dark oblivion. And that is where I want to throw my arms up. And that is where I'm like, oh, really? Everything's perfect?
So what do you?
Everything's perfect?
So Duncan,
yeah.
What do you make of this? So you know, Ram Dass tells that story about when he would go into the city and he would see all those people coming to die, and he would get depressed, and he would come back, and his guru would tell him, "Don't you see how everything is perfect?" And so I still didn't understand that, and then I heard Alan Watts or someone say that if you took a microscope and you went underneath your skin, it would look like a war zone, right? The T cells and the white corpuscles and the bacteria and everything, and they're all fighting each other constantly, being torn apart and repaired and beat. But if you pull out a little farther, it looks like a perfectly self-regulating organism.
Yeah.
And isn't that the same thing with the Earth? And as Ram Dass says, you know, while you're here, bring compassion, but know that it's all perfect. What do you say to that?
I mean, you know, that's I would answer with something
Please stand by for the trendiness.
This is the beginning. Dun, 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 dun,
Rachel
dun.
and I recently did a segment on the show last night where she depicted the ongoings of the Nevada Democratic Convention as purely
That's Tim Black.
Bernie Sanders, bad people.
I recognize his voice.
Yeah. I like bad things. I like to do bad things. That's what she put it up to. That's it. She drilled down, man, and hit us all below the belt.
So this is an old Trendy Ass Dabbers video that I want to. It's me talking about the Young Turks.
This is wrapping up. This is in her words with this. This is from her article. I'm not paraphrasing. I'm reading, okay?
So I played that Tim Black clip before the show started. Here's the old show intro.
Prepare yourself.
For those of the old school trendies out there and the bullets.
Prepare yourself.
The bullets, if I love it, I was like, fuck you, I got guns. Fuck you. I'm fucking dabbing, got guns. I love it. Me and Sound Drone. Me picking up garbage. It's pretty cool. This video's got 146 views.
It starts with an F. Oh, shit.
Social media, SocialTrackHashtag.com. I don't know whether or not it's all 21 on my YouTube channel. Make sure when you hit that comment down below for that one, you shit. Because as Flosky said, YouTube sucks dick. So make sure you join Facebook from 10 years out so you know every time I go on. YouTube won't tell you this is the occupied they're coming out of Florida.
You'll never learn. It's all yours. You'll never learn from me.
You know something that bothers me? Non-activists trying to pretend like they're activists. And what they end up doing is shooting us in the fucking foot. I'm referring to the Young Turks' position on legalizing cannabis. And, you know, they want what we want, which is great. They want to get cannabis legalized, and they want the government to stop fucking lying to us. That's fantastic. We've been fighting this fight a lot longer than the Young Turks have been fighting it. And we've been fighting it every day, unlike them. And, you know, you pick up a few things along the way. And one of the things I learned early on was that marijuana isn't marijuana at all. Pot isn't pot. Weed isn't weed. It's actually a substance called cannabis. That's the correct name for it. We're going to talk about that after this hit of cannabis that I'm going to take. And we're going to talk about the importance of why this is a deal.
Got Bernie Sanders bumper stickers in my bong
Today's
cabinet.
one. Cheers.
On the e-nail, ready to go at a moment's notice. I don't like the turds, no. I don't like the young turds. fucking they push child porn. Brad, where have you been the last 2 days?
They try. The Young Turks wants to appeal to the younger crowd. They want to appeal to a younger audience. That's obvious. That's their bread and butter. They also must know that a good portion of their audience uses cannabis. What is painfully obvious about this whole situation is their lack of use of cannabis, lack of knowledge of it. Now, I'm not saying that Cenk doesn't smoke a doobie from time to time. I happen to know for a fact that he does, and he admits it. But just because you use something doesn't mean you know anything about it. And when I was younger, I used to smoke cannabis. I didn't know anything about it. I just knew I liked it. That was all I knew about it, was I liked it. I liked the way it made me feel. So I used it. As far as I'm concerned, that's all fucking the Young Turks know about it too. It makes them feel a little better. You know, all these other people around them seem to say, the people that they trust, Bernie supporters and whatnot, seem to say that cannabis is, medically safe and also beneficial.
2016,
in many different
May
ways.
2016.
Being people that
4 years ago.
respect science, the Young Turks have jumped on board because that's what you do. You get on the right side of history. When you're the Young Turks, that's what you do. You get on the right side of history. Now, granted, they're a little late in hopping on board. I mean, they've always been on board, but they've not been loud about it. So, now they're finally getting loud about it. They're speaking up about it more. Because they see Bernie Sanders has tried to pass a bill to legalize cannabis. And I'm sure they've been influenced by other articles that they come across. And yet still call cannabis marijuana on the reg. And then sporadically call it pot and weed. And as far as I'm concerned, they probably call it dope too. I haven't heard that one, but I wouldn't be surprised. It's the mentality. It's the
Cool, Doc.
the lack of guidance that the Young Turks isn't getting. They're not getting guidance, obviously, from just any activist out there that knows all this stuff. And there's so many of us out there, They need guidance. They need someone to sit there and tell them, hey, man, you guys are wrong on cannabis, all right? You need to start calling it cannabis. That's where you start. You start with that. And then you can start learning all the reasons why you should be respecting this plant. But, start off by calling it what it is, at least, if you want to be on the right side of history.
And at
don't
that
you want
point,
to call it by its historical name?
At that point,
by what it really is?
That level of ignorance that I was experiencing from them at that point, I should have seen them for exactly what they were. They're just indoctrinates. All of them. They're all fucking indoctrinates, and they're unreachable. They're unreachable indoctrinates. I should have realized it, And that video was me calling them out on something completely different, but the hypocrisy was the same. A Trump supporter liked your post? Yeah, right? Yeah, Trump supporter liked your post, bro, and follow them. Follow someone that's a Trump supporter. Definitely. People call it weed there and you get enraged, or dope. It's better to just call it cannabis, and people are going to call it what they want, but when it comes to your turn, call it cannabis and let them ask you why you choose to call it cannabis. Then you can tell them about why you respect it so much. I got to order fucking flares, side flares for my Jeep, or wheel mud flaps for the front and the back. Let me see if I can find that shit. Mahindra. fender kit. Yeah. They got the fucking flares. They got the fucking mud flaps. They got it all. They got it all. Ooh, what is that? Me likey that. Oh, so many accessories for the Roxer. So many accessories, so little time. What is this? The fender kit. Uh-oh. Minor modification. I don't want to modify it. Oh, it looks good too. That's what I need. I need those. Those are beautiful, man. I need those. I hope I can make it work. I don't want to modify it. Don't make me... Oh, is this showing what you got to do? Slight modification may be required, they said. Look at that motherfucker screw in like that shit. What? Dude, what are those, rivets? Dude, those are nice. Me needs this. Me add to cart? Oh, I definitely, sir. Added. You can get gun racks and shit. Yeah, man, let's go Mad Max on this motherfucker. Oh man, don't let me come up on you with my gun racks. Where's my shopping cart, man? What else you got? I want to shop some more. I'm going to shop some more. Let me just see what we got here. Well, I got to get some of these Mahindra mud flaps. Hold on. They got this thing. It goes in the front. It's like a dashboard. Oh, it's so cool, dude. I'm like, wait, you could get that? What? On 22s? Oh, yeah. What is this? Get it by Friday? Yeah. Not this Friday. Friday in October. But psst, unreal. I need that. How many mud flaps is that? I need them. Is it 4 mud flaps? Yeah. Mud flaps. It never says 4. I'm just assuming it's 4, man. You motherfuckers. It doesn't say. Dude, where is the fucking... Why didn't it just say 4 mud flaps or 2 mud flaps? It's $36. That would be 4 mud flaps, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get it. Saw something really cool on Cyberpunk Rob Mulligan. I'm gonna have to drill holes. I'm gonna have to drill holes to make these things go on. That's the thing. I gotta drill holes, and then you put the screws in the holes. I'm almost positive. But man, it's gonna have flares. It's gonna have mud flaps. Oh, I need that so bad. You know what I'm saying? I need it. Quantity 1. Dude, I'm assuming it's 1. Dude, is it just 1 mud flap or something? It doesn't say! I might have to find another deal. Because, you know, it doesn't say. It says, in one part, it says, these mud flaps. Do all mud flaps come in sets of 4? No, I don't think so. I don't know, man. It says quantity 1. So I might have to find that somewhere else. I don't trust it. If it can't, you can't tell me that. Come on now, you fucking bitches. Why is this partial flare and full flap? Oh, I see that. That's kind of cool. Huh. That's just for the back. God damn, man. I don't know what to do here. I'm so confused. So hard to find. So many mud flaps. So many mud flaps. Why is it so hard to find mud flaps? Like, why is it so hard to find mud flaps for my fucking Rockster, dude? These are kind of cool. It's the partial flare and a mud flap for the back. Those are kind of fucking cool. You don't need them for the front, but it'd look cool if the flare was a full flare, you know? Why can't you just tell me what you are? Dude, they want $400 for that basket in the front? Fuck you, man. Oh, I got money, but I ain't fucking paying $400 for a little box that sits in the front. Dude, I'll make a box out of wood and put it in there. Thanks for the idea. Fuck you. Jesus Christ, $400. They're fucking fucked in their head. With flares. Right? I know, right? You get the mud flaps and the flares are there and then it doesn't fit. I understand that. That's why I'm looking at these partial flares for the back. These are not bad, man. This is a partial flare and a flap for the back, and then I'll just put the flares on the front with the flaps. But, it's like they got all different kinds. They got all different kinds. It makes it so hard. No returns on this one. Yeah, it's not a lot of money for these things. You know, I'm just getting 2 of them. It's like, they're like $20 each. And if they don't fit, it's no big deal. You know, you can't return it. I don't give a fuck. And then I just use what works best or what looks best. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna keep shopping. I'm gonna figure this out, man. I'm gonna get these mud flaps. Get this figure. I'm thinking about getting doors too for this thing, but it's gonna require some modification too, I'm sure. You guys take care. Thanks for watching. Check out Ron Placone, ronplacone.com. Ron Placone at Twitter is @Ron Placone. Ron Placone on YouTube is Get Your News On with Ron. Ron Placone on YouTube and Ron Placone on Facebook. Let him know I sent you. Send him a tweet. Say something nice to him. He's hilarious. He's funny. He's a great guy, and he'll talk to you. So check him out. He's a big supporter of the triage oil, man, and I appreciate that he does that. So you guys check him out. He's a big supporter of cannabis, big supporter of us. Thanks, guys. Take care. No law regarding cannabis. Bye, y'all. It won't let me shut the show down. There